In the early 1980s, she made her debut in the vibrant scene of New York, gaining explosive popularity both domestically and internationally with innovative dance music that fully incorporated the new expression of music videos and provocative, sexual imagery. Subsequently, she continually adapted her style to the times, establishing herself as a prominent figure in the pop music industry up to the present day. Beyoncé, Lady Gaga, and Rihanna also trace their roots back to Madonna. Her later activities extended beyond music, including the founding of a music publishing company, participation in movies and stage performances, and involvement in writing children's books and directing films. How did she build and maintain such a prominent position? Let's dive in. Madonna was born on August 16, 1958, as the third of 8 siblings at Mercy Hospital in Bay City, Michigan, USA, where her mother's family lived. Her father, Silvio Ciccone, was a first-generation Italian-American, and her mother, Madonna Louise Ciccone, was of French-Canadian descent. After spending her early childhood in Pontiac, Michigan, the family moved to Rochester Hills, Michigan, as it expanded. Her father worked as a design engineer for General Motors. Madonna's biological mother passed away from breast cancer when Madonna was 5, and her father remarried shortly thereafter. The death of her mother and conflicts with her father and stepmother had a profound impact on Madonna's psyche, and these experiences are reflected in songs like Promise to Try and Oh Father. Despite this, she took good care of her younger siblings. Madonna engaged in various activities from a young age, initially learning to play the piano. However, she persuaded her father to let her learn ballet, and her interests expanded to include modern and jazz dance. Later, she attended West Junior High School, where she was an all-A student but often rebelled against the dress code by deliberately wearing torn clothes or outfits that revealed her underwear. In 1972, at the age of 14, Madonna enrolled at Adams High School with a strong desire to stand out, joining the cheerleading team and becoming a cheerleader. In 1973, she joined the dance school at Christopher School, becoming passionately involved in dance. Although she enrolled at the University of Michigan, she dropped out. In 1978, armed with $35, she left her hometown on a Greyhound long-distance bus bound for New York. Upon arrival, she told a taxi driver to take her to the biggest place in the city, and she got off at Times Square, where Madonna vowed, "I will be more famous than God. I won't be happy until I am as famous as God." During her unknown days, she worked at an ice cream shop, a donut shop, as a waitress, a painter's model, and even accepted roles as a nude model and in adult films for a living. She cut down on food expenses and dedicated all her free time to dance. In the same year, in New York, Madonna appeared as a dancer in the Patrick Hernandez Revue. Later, while engaging in band activities, she dated various men for a living. In 1981, she went solo, aiming to become a pop star. In 1982, she released her debut single, Everybody, which reached the 3rd position on Billboard's dance chart. In 1983, her first album, Madonna, produced by black musician Reggie Lucas, featured consecutive hits such as Holiday, Borderline, and Lucky Star. In 1984, she released her second album, Like a Virgin, which sold 21 million copies worldwide and marked a significant breakthrough. The music video for Like a Virgin was innovative and established her as a sex symbol. Singles such as Material Girl and Angel, released from the album, also became hits. Her performance at the Music Awards in the same year became a major topic of discussion. In 1985, the film Desperately Seeking Susan, in which Madonna starred, was released. That same year, she married actor Sean Penn. In 1986, the album True Blue was released, reaching #1 in the United States. The song Papa Don't Preach from the album, dealing with the topic of teenage pregnancy, sparked significant controversy in the United States. In 1988, Madonna made her Broadway debut in the production Speed the Plow. In 1989, she divorced Sean Penn. In the same year, she released the album Like a Prayer, but the music video performances, including Burning a Cross, garnered criticism from many Christian groups and stirred controversy. In 1990, Madonna appeared in the film Dick Tracy, and its soundtrack was released, featuring the hit song Vogue. In the same year, the best album The Immaculate Collection was released, reaching number 2 in the United States. Subsequently, Madonna continued to evolve her style in line with the times, establishing herself as a stalwart figure in the pop music industry up to the present. Madonna, when she was not yet famous, was asked in an interview about her goal, and she replied, "To rule the world." Later, Madonna candidly expressed, "It was all bravado, a reflection of my lack of confidence. I wanted to be somebody. I felt I had no value, so that's how I lived. At that time, I was incredibly anxious. I felt I had no talent, but still, I thought I had to do it. If you're going to risk your life to achieve something, you have to be prepared to take the path less traveled. Otherwise, there's no meaning to life." Madonna realized, within just 18 months after that interview, that she had become famous, and she was more surprised than anyone else. The album Like a Virgin was released, selling 3.5 million copies in the US alone over 14 weeks. Additionally, 6 singles reached the top 10 in Europe and the US that year. I wonder how to express that feeling. I still remember when I stood on the stage in Seattle for the first day of the Virgin Tour. Everything was grand, but I was completely unprepared. I had to walk on stage, but I couldn't breathe because of the overwhelming excitement of the audience. It felt like an out-of-body experience. It wasn't bad, and I wasn't completely out of control, but it felt like I had gone to the other side without any preparation. I finally got used to it. Finally, Madonna talked about her efforts to remain the queen of pop. "If I listen to pop at home and it inspires me, and if it inspires others, it's pop. Maybe there's an idea that when you reach a certain age, you shouldn't make glamorous and sexy music for young people?" If that's the case, Madonna used a peculiar British slang term, saying, "That's bollocks."
Please subscribe to my channel. We're gonna show you world masterpieces in about 15 minutes with Manga. Manga is Japanese-style comics that is easy for everyone to understand. We're sure that you can grasp the context shortly.
See you next time.